Jai Jagannath, and good morning to all of you. Esteemed His Excellency Ambassador Lalit Man Singh, Mr. Mishra IS, Madam Vice Chancellor Savita Acharya, then my good friend Dr. Padhi, and many of my friends in the audience, like Dr. Raut and Dr. Basa, so many friends are there. Then my very close friends from Indonesia, Dr. Niaz, Dr. Hara, then from Malaysia, Dr. Siva, then we have a friend from Sri Lanka, and my esteemed teacher, Nivedita Mahanti, is there, who taught me history long, long ago in GM College. Actually, this Gangadhar Meher College at the time had a reputation because the father of our esteemed chief guest, Man Singh's father, was the first principal there. Then the members of the staff of the media studies, students, all the gatherings, ladies and gentlemen. I stand before you with proud privilege and delight to share some of my thoughts over this region known as Southeast Asia and how our relations, India's relation and Kalinga or Odisha's relation with the region forms an important part of the global history. When I started studying Southeast Asia long, long ago, maybe 4 or 5 decades ago, I was surprised to find the paucity of materials, and one thought that haunted my mind was that why our state, Kalinga, covering a part of Odisha and Andhra Pradesh, has been neglected by many historians, scholars, not only by the Western scholars, but also from our own country. To give you an example, when I was reading relations between Burma or Myanmar and India, one particular scholar didn't mention a line about Kalinga. So Kalinga has been sidetracked. We are lagging behind in many aspects, and historical scholarship between the two regions, Kalinga and Southeast Asia, also was suffering the same fate. But to our good luck, for the last 3 or 4 decades, many scholars, they have taken up this theme, Kalinga and Southeast Asia, and they have done very scholarly work on it. Moreover, Odisha, as a part of Indian nation, consists of cultures east, west, south, and north. Odisha due place must be recognized and must not be recognized by words only, but by writing, by holding seminars, all those things. That's why in the last 3 or 4 years, I met Professor Padhi, whom I found a very good, enthusiast, a scholar to hold seminars. Actually, this is the 3rd seminar in the same theme. And the main focus of this conference would be to bring into light certain aspects of relations between Kalinga and Southeast Asia, and delegates not only from Odisha but also from South Asia, from Southeast Asia, they are here and they will present their findings. Our scholars, our Odia scholars who have done enough work, there is no time to name them, they are also present here, and we will focus on 4 or 5 main themes. One thought is that Odisha has been neglected in scholarship, no doubt about it, and we will project it factually, scientifically, the true nature of relationship between Odisha and Southeast Asia. We won't be jingoist. We won't say that there were colonies started by Odiyas. We won't say that some similarity of names establish relations between Kalinga and Southeast Asia. We will go very deep into it in this seminar to collect evidences, to call from different places, what is the real relation, how far scientific it is. And for that, we will take the help of artificial intelligence, we will take the help of the archaeologists, we will take the help of scientists, and we will request the government, which has been very kind on and of recently, to encourage this seminar by promising so many things like holding in each year conference like this, so that the Odia Asmita will be projected in a scientific way. I am not one of the historians who will say everything came from India or from Odisha. We will strive hard to focus it in a scientific spirit, calling documents, inscriptions, archaeological excavations, all those things. And for that, one thing we must know is that, which has been neglected, language of the region, Southeast Asian region. There is nobody to learn about Vietnamese, Indonesians or Bahasa Malayu. Unless we know the language, how can we read the scripts or the inscriptions? Unless we take the help of scientific technological development, how to find the ship logs, how to find how many ships were going, and how to have, in a very scientific method, the carbon dating method, to know about the periods. Another thing we will highlight is that, which has been general notion, after 15th and 16th century there was, decline in Odishan trade and commerce. Actually, if we go deep into it, after 15th or 16th century or coming of the Afghans, Mughals, there might have been decline in cultural atmosphere or cultural rapprochement between Odisha and Southeast Asia. But the trade continued. And this conference will highlight how in late medieval and pre-colonial, pre-British period, the trade remained same from ports like Harishpur, Baleshwar, etc. After coming of the British in the beginning of 19th century, trade declined because colonial masters, they took over the charge. But after independence, again there was revival of relations because Subhash Bose, INA Army, many recruits were from Odisha. Then in 1945, 46, 47, when the Indonesians were fighting against the Dutch, there was the pilot from Odisha, Biju Patnaik, who went to Indonesia, escaped, made it in his plane to bring Hatta, the vice president, and Sultan Jahari, prime minister, to bring in his self-driven plane. And for that, he was awarded the title of Bhumiputra, or son of the soil. In 1995, he was also awarded the title, the star, Dasa Uttama, something like that, in 1995, when Indonesia celebrated 50 years of its independence. So all these things will be brought into light in this conference, which has been neglected earlier. Then, in 1990s, there was a flicker of hope when India government started the Look East policy. But only after 2014 or last 11 years, the policy of Act East marched with a vigor and enthusiasm. And we find many conferences, many grants, and to our good luck, for last 1 or 1.5 years, we find the present government also promising to help to develop this discipline of Kalinga and Southeast Asia relations very much, and we are grateful to them. And I hope this conference, its outcome will be known after 2 days, and after 2 days we will be able to tell you what we have achieved and what more we will achieve. So that as India has been neglected, everything went to China in ancient times, but William Dalby's book, The India Gate, again tried to project India in its proper perspective, so that we will see that Kalinga or our state Odisha will get its due course, due recognition in a scientific way, but not in a very patriotic fervor or jingoistic way. And that is the aim of any social scientist, to put anything in a proper perspective without any bias. With this, I thank you all. Thank you very much.